Namaste. I'm Ezichiade. This is the Golden Circle Movement Channel. Today we're discussing some of my experiences in Scientology and Dianetic auditing. So, if this is your thing, make sure you subscribe, ring the all notification bell so you know when new videos are uploaded. Like and share the video. Go ahead and give it a like right now. Now, when I first learned about Dianetics, I was very skeptical. I read the book, but, I didn't know. Is this really going to work? I would advise you, as a disclaimer, don't get involved with Dianetics or Scientology. It will ruin your life. So, if you want to know a better way, hit me up in the comments, hit me up on social media, those links are in the description, and I can show you a better way to relieve yourself of that negativity. Unfortunately, I didn't know that at that time. And I got involved with Dianetics, and I had some auditing. And that auditing allowed me to relive an experience that was not even my own. I relived the death of my mother, which was, I would say, a challenging trauma for me to handle by myself. I didn't have any therapy or anyone that I really talked to about that situation, so it just wounded me and made me less than. So the thing here is, through this Dianetic auditing, the auditor asked me to go to a place of physical or emotional pain, so I went to the death of my mother, but I didn't know where to begin. I only knew the details that were given to me, but somewhere in the course of the session, I began to see out of her eyes, driving down the road, driving up a hill, moving over to miss a cyclist, someone on a bike, and without warning, someone approaching over the hill, head-on collision, and someone pulling her out of the vehicle, looking up at the sky as life is drifting away out of my mother's body. I experienced her death as her. And as shocking as it was, and unexpected, that is not how a usual auditing session goes, it cleared me of that energy. So I continued further. Once I was involved with Scientology, they decided to give me a test. And this test indicated to them that I was someone that they wanted in their organization at a higher level. Now I thought, well, they're just using me, this is a cult, and I don't really want to be involved. But they offered me a salary. They offered me room and board. They offered to transport my belongings from New York to Los Angeles. They transported my then girlfriend and her 2 children along with me as part of the package deal. They paid for all of that. This told me that something's up. So I went through my basic 30 days. You do basic training with them to learn their ways, their system. And then you begin training. You go through class. And then you begin what they call enhancement. Enhancement is where you go through e-meter auditing with the cans and the device that can pinpoint where certain negative energies lie in your consciousness. And after clearing a few past life instances, one where I was a French girl, about 15, being in a carriage with my father, going to see my mother, who is at an insane asylum. And this will be the last time that I see her. And so it was very tearful. And how I moved on with my life and eventually gave birth to 2 boys who became very prominent French gentlemen. I was Caucasian then. I even had other experiences further back than that. If this is something that you're into, type past lives in the comments. I was once a Black Panther. That's what my tattoo is, if you can only see it. But I was a female panther in the jungles, and I was picked up by the Greys, taken aboard their ship, and my litter was cut out of my body, and I was left in the jungle, not sutured up, left to bleed out by the Greys. And I realized this is part of my fear of aliens, part of my apprehension, my skepticism of aliens. And after having that experience of that past life, I am closer to understanding my alien self, the part of me that has been an alien before. I had an experience in one auditing session where I looked down and my hands were not hands, but claws, like a mantis. In fact, in the canopy of the craft that I was flying, I could see my reflection. It's bug-like, mantis-like, with antennae. And I was not a very good husband. Apparently I was sleeping around, and my wife found out about it, and I was in a very terrible argument with her on the day that I had to leave for a mission. And on this mission, my objective was to take my crew through enemy lines and deploy them. But we were intercepted by another enemy craft, and I hesitated, thinking about my wife and her situation and the situation with her. And because of that hesitation, the enemy craft fired before I could respond, and we were destroyed. So I've come to learn many things about myself and my past lives. I still would not advocate Scientology as a practice for anyone. Because even though I received that great auditing, I had to endure much humiliation in the lifestyle of a Sea Org member. And it is very psychologically damaging. I'm strong, and I took it for a good while, but it did begin to wear me down after a while. And you begin to see things their way. And once that happens, you are lost. And even once you get free of Scientology, you will find that your mind is just never quite right. Fortunately, I was there less than a year, so I didn't suffer like Leah Remini, who grew up in Scientology. I didn't allow my children to grow up in Scientology. So, if this is something that you understand, make sure you subscribe. Ring the all notification bell so you know when new videos are uploaded. Like and share this video. It will help the channel. Now, if you want to acquire Quantum Orgonite, this is something that will help block EMF fields from like your EMF radiation, like from your phone, from 5G, other energies that are traveling through the atmosphere, through our bodies. This changes your aura so that those vibrations, those energies flow right over your aura. You can find the Shopify link, pick your color. It's only 25 bucks for this size. Find it in the description, the link, find the link in the description. And if you want to join me on social media, tell me your Scientology story. Tell me what happened to you. I'd like to know. Tell me, using the links in the description, if you want to join the Facebook group, join the forum. There's a lot of people there with stories to tell. Now, that link is in the description. Now, if you just want to donate, make sure you use the PayPal or the Cash App link. Patreon is coming soon. And I will be offering additional content, higher level content, more personal content. And I think this will be something that will give you a bigger picture, a better understanding of who Ezichiade is and what I'm really all about. Thank you for your participation. Namaste.